everyone, welcome back to my channel. How you doing? My name is Balkis. If today is your first time, you're welcome and in the right place. Please make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Balkis Signatures, and on Facebook, Sewing Innovations. Today's class will be on how to finish your skirt veins or your back slit. So like this is the back panel for your skirts. You all know that. So this is what it looks like. And you see that. So this is the veins. So today will be a detailed video on how to do that, which is very easy. So all you need now is the back panel for the skirt, and then this is the veins. The seam allowance for the zipper has been added. So here I added just 3/4 of an inch. So the first thing you need to do now is this. You need to note where the zipper opening is going to stop right from the end. And looking at it here, can you see? So I want it to stop around here. Then the next thing you are going to do is to start sewing from this point downward to this place. But before you do that, the next thing you are going to do now is to finish the raw edge of the vein. We're going to finish this raw edge before we start sewing that. So what do? Depending on the seam allowance left here, all you have to do is to fold. This is the wrong side of the fabric, then you can just fold it. So looking at it, this is the seam allowance. So there are two ways you can do that. Is either you finish the edge with a zigzag stitch or your overlocking machine, and there's just fold in on the seam allowance as I have here. Can you see that? But if you don't have that, just fold in 1/4 of an inch, then 1/4 of an inch again. Can you see that? So in case you don't have an overlocking machine or a zigzag stitch, that's how you finish that. So I'm going to do that for both sides. I have folded the seam allowance. So this is what I have. Can you see? So what do we do next? Make sure the right sides are facing each other. So can you see that? In this case, you work with your pin. So make sure all the edges are well placed, making sure everything matches each other, because you don't want to have uneven seams. Good. So what I'm going to do now is to go back to the sewing machine. Start from this very point, because this is the zipper opening. So I'm going to sew from here straight down here. When I get to this point, insert your needle in it, rotate, then you sew straight here and stop at this point. Make sure all the edges are even. That is very important. So let me just sew that down. Sewn from the end of the zipper down here and back here. What I'm going to do next is to slit this point, this angle, very close to the seam but not through the seam. So can you see what I have? I still want to keep this pin. So this is what I have. On the right side, can you see that this is the zipper opening? Okay, that's good. And looking at it, this is what we'll have. So make sure it is well pressed with your iron. Can you see? So still having that intact, let me turn it back. So what I'm going to do next is this. Can you see? This is still intact. Can you see the folded? I'll make sure it's facing me. Can you see? This is the upper part, the lower part. So make sure it is facing you here. This is what I have. So with the pin still intact, that means you won't have any uneven edges. So this is what I want to have. Can you see? So you can press open the seam, so it will be easier when you are fixing the zipper. So this is what we want to have. So with that now, I will now have to secure this. Can you see? Just the seam now, the veins with the fabric. Good. Can you see it's well secured? Good. Then I will have to go back to the sewing machine now and then I'm going to start sewing from this edge straight down, and then stop exactly at the end of the hem here. Can you see that? So we are sewing it together with this side of the skirt. So from this point straight down. So let me go to the sewing machine to do that. And please, when you're working with your fabric, use a matching thread, but I'm always using a contrasting thread because I'm teaching. From here down, I've sewn from here to this point. So now I can remove the pins. On the right side, everything is neat and well laid. That was because I worked with the pins. Can you see? Can you see the veins? Can you see that? So that's beautiful. So can you see the seam? So if you're using a matching thread, you won't see this as tall. It just matches up with the fabric. That was why I always emphasize on using a matching thread. So looking at the veins, so neat. Can you see what we have? So that is how to make your veins. Another thing I'm going to lay emphasis on is how to hem your skirt, especially for the back. Now, this is the seam allowance. Let me just fold that in. Down here. So this is what you have. So how do you finish your hem? So all you have to do is to either use an overlocking machine or a zigzag stitch, and then just fold it and sew it all around. In this case, you must have joined the back panel to the front panel, so you have just one piece of your skirt. I haven't done that. You come to this point. When sewing this, you don't fold like this. No, this is wrong, because you don't want this coming out and looking funny. You don't do it that way. So all you have to do is to bring out the vents this way and then fold it to sew it up this way. Can you see that? So I'm going to do that, then we'll come back to finish it. Good. Now looking at it, I've hemmed the skirts. Can you see? So looking at the vent area, this is what I have. So now all you have to do is to get your needle and thread and just tag this down here in such a way that it doesn't show on this side. So looking at it, apart from here, this side is seamless, which is so beautiful. And looking at this side, you see the edge is just perfect, rather than having it the other way round. Rather than having something like this, it is better this way. So that is just the easy way to make your vent or back slit. If my tutorial on how to make this has been helpful, please give me a giant thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I remain your girl Bilakis. For your sewing tools and online classes, contact us through the number in the description box below. I remain your girl Bilakis. Bye.